Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got the audio system demo of the 2021 Cadillac Escalade and its 36-speaker AKG reference audio system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to look at how the infotainment system works, take a look at sound settings, inputs, speaker locations, all that good stuff. Get out on the road, listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling. I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Before we get started, let's hop out, take a quick look at this truck. All new and redesigned for 2021. Horn? No horn. The new Cadillac Escalade. Now, give or take on the looks, that's up to the eye of the beholder, but an impressive sound test for sure here for this vehicle. If you want to see more on the Escalade, check the link in the description for our highway fuel economy test and our full review. We'll always do this test with uncompressed, lossless WAV audio files on a USB drive plugged directly into the audio system and high-quality binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. We also do the test with the sound settings set to their factory defaults, so let's take a look at those now. You can see this beautiful infotainment system here on the Cadillac Escalade, and it's operated in two different ways. You can either use the touchscreen, very intuitive, or you can use this rotary knob, which works quite well. Now, right off the bat, I gotta say, this is one of my favorite infotainment systems on the market today. It was easy to get used to, easy to use, and everything you need to do on it makes sense. It's got wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, so that's nice to know. And have everything you want to do works well. Going into the sound settings right here, you've got quite a few unique settings. You do have your standard front, rear, left, right, fader, and balance, and an equalizer with only treble, mid-range, and bass. So let's go through those now. So as you can see, there's a ton of adjustment available with those, super easy to do. You get a lot of bandwidth, nice to see. You also have the sound mode function, so you can either change that to front or rear. Right now it's in front. Switch to rear, now the sound's focused for the middle two seats. And on top of that, you can also adjust how much surround 3D you want. So you can go all the way from stereo. Music is very in front of me, kind of tucked that way, all the way over to surround. It sounds a little more hollow, a little more artificial, but it's kind of encompassing me. I found the best is right about here. I usually prefer about 180 degrees of surround sound. So we'll actually start in studio, because in theory that should be the most realistic audio sound, and then I'll kind of change it around as we go through the test. On top of that, you have an adaptive volume setting, so as you get going faster, more road noise, etc., it adjusts the volume. And that is about it for audio settings. Oh wait, we also have this front passenger volume. So what this does is, if you're listening to music here in the driver's seat, your passenger, say, doesn't want to hear as much of the music, it's a little too loud for them, you can turn that down all the way to -12, then they hear less over there. And then you can also go all the way up so they could hear more if they want to hear more of it. So let's hop in the passenger seat and demo that right now. Here we are, 20 volume. We'll turn this down 12. Okay, so I notice a difference, but it's not very dramatic. I still hear quite a lot of noise. Let's try turning it all the way up to 12. Yeah, again, it's noticeable, but it's a bit gimmicky. So since we're over here, let's go through speaker locations. Now, This is labeled as a 36 speaker audio system from Cadillac and AKG. However, I was not able to find 36 speakers. I challenge you to go on to AKG's website. They have a whole section for the Cadillac Escalade, and they list where all the speakers are. And I went through that multiple times and counted as many as I could, and I could only come up with 30 speakers plus 3 amplifiers. So I don't know if they're counting multiple amplifiers I don't know about. I don't know if they're counting other speakers. The most confusing one was right here. It says 3 times 170 millimeter woofer box. And those are these speakers down here. So there's one in the passenger door, one in the driver door. I don't know where they're getting 3 from, because even on their on this little image thing, they only show 2. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you where all 30 speakers are that I can find. If anyone is able to either find more on this AKG website or in real life, please let me know. I'm genuinely curious. But in my eyes, this is only a 30 speaker system. So let's go through them now. Starting down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, are these speakers? No, those are microphones. Coming around to the back. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 back there in the D pillars, and 30 big old subwoofer in the trunk, which I'll go around and show you. Right here, big woofer for 30. So I don't know. I've tried my darndest to find the missing 6 speakers. So again, please let me know in the comments if they're hidden there somewhere that I don't know about. But I'm saying 30. Audio inputs here in the Escalade. You have your standard AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio, USB-A and USB-C, Bluetooth, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay, both wireless, and that is it, other than Amazon Alexa support as well. So what does that mean you're missing? Well, you don't have a 3.5mm auxiliary input jack. You also don't have a CD player. Not the end of the world here in 2021, but they'd still be nice to see for high fidelity audio. Audio adjustments. You have a nice volume knob right here. Feels okay. Certainly doesn't feel quite as crisp and quality as some of the high-end German brands, but I like the placement. I like the shape and how it feels. You also have volume adjustments right here, up and down the right side of the steering wheel. For track adjustment, you have the touchscreen, and that's it for the center area. So if I had any complaint about this audio system and how it works, that would be it. It would just be that there's no way to adjust which track you're on without being on the touchscreen. You can use the steering wheel right here on the right side as well, but say you're on navigation, for example, and you're using the map, there's no way to adjust what track you're on from here. This knob doesn't go back and forth. I mean, you can press that music icon and get right to your song. So it doesn't take long, but it would be nice if you're just shuffling through tracks to not have to do it that way. All right, let's turn the music up a little bit and go check out the back seat. Sounds quite good from back here. Can I adjust the music from here? No, I cannot. Oh, wait. No. Oh, you can pair Bluetooth headphones. Nice. So that's kind of cool. If you're listening back here, you can add new headphones and pair your AirPods or something like that. All right, let's check out the third row. Ooh, we get a lot of bass thump. Honestly, still sounds pretty good. Now for this next part of the test, we're actually going to turn that all the way down. We're going to pause it. because back here you can see we've got Cadillac headphones. Now I'm hoping, I don't know for sure, I haven't looked, but I'm hoping that we are the first YouTube channel to review the Cadillac Escalade headphones for audio quality. I have no idea how well this is going to work. We're just going to turn them on and put them on the binaural microphones that are in my ears. See how they sound. But you have volume right here. You kind of scroll it up and down. So let's pop them on. Very fine volume adjustment. I don't know how loud that's going to be. So they sound pretty good. Not outstanding, but really not too bad. It is nice that you can get to all of your media inputs here. And, or is it just USB? Maybe you can only get to USB. That's kind of frustrating that people can't hear, back here just can't listen to the radio. Anyway, alright, let's turn those off. Get back in the front. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay demo. Do Android Auto first, because that's what we've got paired up. Be easy to get to here. Launch it on the screen. And there you go, it comes up. Just pretty much a rectangle, doesn't really make use of this beautiful flowing screen, but it works very well, very responsive. Just about as good as you could ask for. You got your music, your settings, and everything on the touchscreen you can do as well with this rotary knob. Kind of go around like that. If you need to get down, kind of move it down like a joystick. And it works pretty well. Back button even works. Okay, Apple CarPlay. I have not paired this device with CarPlay before. Let's go CarPlay, connect a phone. Look at how responsive this one is, guys. My Cadillac, pair, allow, continue, use, and there we go, Apple CarPlay on the Escalade, wireless with an iPhone 7. CarPlay is so responsive, and they do a good job having animations to make the delays not seem as apparent. A little bit of stutter there, but I'm not going to fault the system for that. That could definitely be the iPhone 7 acting up. Cool. Let's fire this thing up, get on the road. I like that the car starts up without dropping the music. This next song can really test the limits of an audio system, and sound systems like this one with lots of different channels to allow different instruments to come through in their own respective places usually do well. So let's take a listen. Again, right now, there's no easy way to skip through tracks. Reach up. Alright. 180 degrees where I prefer it. I really hope it's coming through in the microphones how strong and crisp this system manages to sound all at the same time. Every instrument is coming through in its own right, and every time that bass drum hits or the bass guitar, it's a strong, powerful, moving sound. I hear it, I feel it, it carries the music, and then also allows all these other crisp, melodic type noises to come through at the same time. This system is one of the very few that when I listen to a really good song, I get goosebumps. I was driving earlier today, the highway fuel economy test, testing out this AKG system, and multiple times, a certain song came on, whether it was even one time a new song that I hadn't heard before, and it sounded so good, I was getting goosebumps. I'm going to turn that music down now and let you hear what the car sounds like at 70 miles per hour. Listen how refined that is. They did a really remarkable job at making the Escalade quiet at 70 miles per hour. Alright, for this next test, turn the bass all the way up. See what we can get out of that subwoofer back there. Another thing I want to point out before we do that, another thing that helps make this system feel so crisp and strong is these bottom speakers right here do a lot of kind of the mid and high bass, and then that big woofer in the back's handling the lower bass, and a mixture of these headrest speakers and these speakers are handling the mid ranges and the highs. Just creates a really good balance, everyone. Okay, anyway. Bass all the way up. Now I have to keep the music volume relatively low at first so that it doesn't blow up the microphones. Man, is that strong. I feel it in the steering wheel. I feel it in my seat. A little bit of mirror shakage, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the music way up, which is probably not going to come through well in the microphones, but I just want to kind of demonstrate for you the effect it has on the driver. That's not even half volume. And this thing is bumping. It's one of the most impressive stock subwoofers I've heard, possibly ever. Ladies and gentlemen, my final thoughts on the 36 speaker AKG reference audio system here in the 2021 Cadillac Escalade. It is so flippin' good. It's tied up there for my favorite sound systems right now. 9.5, objectively speaking. And not only that, it is my favorite infotainment system to use on a luxury car right now. It takes the best of the rotary knob situation, the touchscreen, beautiful graphics. It doesn't overcomplicate things like Mercedes. Ooh, it's really close with iDrive and the BMW, but BMW feels nicer with the rotary knob. Their controls are better and their screen's slightly more responsive, but the Cadillac looks better. Oh, it's really close. But in terms of audio quality, this thing sounds great. For easy listening, if you're someone who likes to listen to quieter music and have it be super crisp and clear, the Acura TLX and what else is really good? Maybe the Volvo systems might be just a hair better, especially the 2021 Volvo systems. But when you're talking loud music, this audio system does an amazing job at allowing all these sounds to come through and nothing to sound harsh or lose a spot in your ears. You can listen to the most obnoxious heavy metal or classical, things with all sorts of different instruments and sounds, and it still sounds crisp, clean, clear, and powerful. I was a little nervous reviewing this system because a lot of times American manufacturers just love to stuff a bunch of speakers into their cars and say, we've got so many speakers, we're the best. That was kind of how I felt about the Revel system in the Lincoln Navigator. It was really good, but it also felt a little overhyped and like they could have done less with more. I figured that was going to be the case with this Cadillac, and it's not the case. They actually made a really good audio system that works well, it's not overcomplicated, and it sounds great. Subjectively speaking, for this class of vehicle, talking $112,000 for this truck we're driving, you can make them more expensive. Base price is still a lot. I would give this about still a 9, maybe even 9.5 for how well it works and how good it sounds. Really an awesome job by Cadillac and AKG coming on to the car audio scene. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more on the Escalade, check the links in the description for our other videos. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.